Hey people, this is Talem Splash, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. So before we get started today, I want to show you, look how much gil I have now. I have 119,000 gil, and that's because I did some gil farming, which I will show you how to do. I'm not going to show you this very second, though, because we actually have some cutscenes that we're going to watch first. And then we'll come back, and then after we see those cutscenes, we'll go and I'll show you the gil farming trick, and then we'll all be happy. But in the meantime, we get to explore Eruyt Village first. And man, it's a beautiful, beautiful village filled with many of Viera. All of these scantily clad Viera. They're actually kind of low poly. That's just like, it's just a PS2 though. For NPCs, they still look really good. Eruyt Village. So yeah, I was saying how I had a story with Eruyt Village right before like my capture card died last time. Well, I do have a story with Eruyt Village. I used to be part of a forum called it was called EruytVillage.com. And it was right around when I joined YouTube for the first time. I was just getting into like the early Final Fantasy XII videos before I ever LP'd, and I met a lot of people there. That's like kind of how I got to know like Ash 10. Well, I met Ash 10 on YouTube, but like that's how I got to know him and a bunch of other people like FF12 GM and P Princess and so many other people. Like Da Cloud is another really big one who ended up starting the next forum, FF Together. But Eruyt Village was the first forum, and it lasted for a good solid month, exactly a month I think, and then it shut down. And we became, like, in that month we were such a tight-knit community that we decided, alright, you know what, we know the leader wants to shut down this site, but we want to like we want to keep it going. So what we decided to do was make our own site, and that was that's how we made FF Together. And Bram, or he is also known as Da Cloud, he made FF Together, the forum, which is now unfortunately pretty dead as well. But in the meantime, at that time, it was really, it was pretty active, and we made our own little FF12 centric community, and it was probably one of the best times I've ever had on the internet, just in general. I loved being at FF Together, and it all started with Eruyt Village, EruytVillage.com. It's gone now, unfortunately. I don't think the site's even up. Probably it just leads to a blank domain. But at the time, it was one of the, like, that was the start of something great right there. And I always remember, like, the homepage used to show like the cutscene, like all the cutscenes in Eruyt Village, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, yeah. And then FF Together is still there. If you go check out FF Together, you'll find it. I'm still the global moderator on that forum, because that's. That forum used to be my life. I used to spend all my time on FF Together, and I still have friends that I talk to today, like on Twitter and on elsewhere, like PSN and all that. I still have friends that I met on FF Together, like my friend Allison, I met there, and I still talk to her at least once a week. And oh my gosh, there's so many great memories with Eruyt Village and FF Together. Oh, I just so many stories. I'll tell them all eventually during this LP because there's a lot of them. For now, we'll watch this, though.
Hey, Mjrn lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjrn.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Ah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Mjrn is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mjrn too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
The Mjrn may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
Well, that's quite the cutscene. You know, I've been paying a lot more attention to that's haste, by the way. That's a spell for our time mages there. I've been paying a lot more attention to like the visual direction in this game a lot more recently, especially as I'm replaying it for this LP. And like, holy cow, I'm just realizing all over how good it is. Like how well every cutscene was storyboarded. And I'm planning on making a like a video essay style video based on this, actually, because like the whole visual storytelling aspect in RPGs and just in video games in general, but like honing in on Final Fantasy XII because I think it does it exceptionally well, along with World of Final Fantasy. That's another game that actually has the same event director as this game, and that one is also done excellently. Other work that he's done is I can't remember his name, unfortunately. I'll have to look it up later if I remember, but he also worked on Vagrant Story, of course, which is another re-release game, basically, and all that stuff. So it's interesting to note, like, I think a big reason why I criticize Final Fantasy XV's visual storytelling in terms of like its cutscene angles and all that is because it didn't have an event director apart from the FMV cutscenes, and that's a big thing. Like even this cutscene here, like, it's perfectly framed. Just everything you need to see is there.
Not bad, Fran. Didn't think we'd get any information out of that one. So then, what was she saying about men in a warren?
The Henne mines. Maybe that's what she meant. They lie in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. The entire region is a colony of the Arcadian Empire. There would be soldiers.
Is that a problem? Let's move.
Fran,
Yes?
I was wondering what Yote said, you know? About how you said the same thing 50 years ago?
Your point?
How old were you again?
Nice fun.
Surprisingly rude.
Try to grow up, please.
Man, Vaughn's hand looks really good. Like that texture they added in the HD version, like you can only just see it right there. But man, that's a good textured hand. Anyway, yeah, you can just like the visual storytelling is so strong. Like when they like zoom out for that wide shot of everybody and the whole party in that one shot, it's so strong. Like even in the silly moments. Anyway, this is Tetrin. We met him on the Dreadnought Leviathan a couple maybe 10 parts back, and he's back. He found his way here. We can also talk to the other Moogle. That's, I think, Lalus. Yes, hello Lalus. Koopa, where have I seen you before? No matter, I know you. I know why you've come. Yeah, he or she. I'm not sure if that Moogle's. I think that Moogle might be a girl. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, we got the Eruyt Village wrap, so we'll pick that up. There we go. So yeah, like I did say, I am gonna show you how to do all the gill grinding really fast. I'm not gonna like do a whole segment of getting 99 pelts, but I'll show you how to do it. But in the meantime, let's go and actually spend some of the skill that I farmed up, so I can fully gear everyone up. So Storm Spear. I forget who my Ulan was. Oh, Penelo's my Ulan. Man, I shouldn't have bought that Demon's Bane. I keep forgetting that. All right, that was a waste of money. The Batel keys. I'm gonna keep the crossbow on. I don't know. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it just in case. The Gaia Rod and Storm Staff. All right, I will get. I want to get these as well. I'm just gonna buy one Gaia Rod because I want Bosch to keep using his knives. Fran, I would like to have a Gaia Rod just so we can cast some powerful, like raw powerful heals. And the Storm Staff we'll get for our Black Mage, who yeah, I don't know. I'm not really like these combinations. I usually don't make these combination of jobs, which is kind of why it's all interesting. I could buy the red cap, but actually in the bazaar we have matching reds, which is cheaper. So we have a red cap and a brigandine there for one of our people. I might go ahead and get a second brigandine for Bosch, but also I could just get a mage's habit, which is more defense than the brigandine. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, there we go, Bosch. I think... Yeah, I'll get another one for Fran there as well. These are kind of expensive. That's why I think it's really useful to, like I hate to say, hey, go farm Gil, but, like, it's really limited. And honestly, farming Gil in this game isn't all that hard. It takes, like, maybe 15 minutes to do. So I don't really see it as, like, an inconvenience. I just go and do it when I need some Gil. And the further on you go, the better Gil farming methods there are in this game. So it's not really an issue. I'm going to go ahead and give that shield to Bosch. Penelo, I really want to give the spear, so I'm not going to bother giving her one. I do want to get 3 black belts. So we'll get 3 black belts just for an upcoming boss. Incision belt, I'll buy one of these. That's sleep immune. This one raises strength and character has full HP. I don't really care about that. When magic power and HP is full, that's fine. Nullifies weather and terrain effects and elemental damage. That's worth buying. I don't see myself. It's very situational, but why not? You know. Technics. We'll go ahead and get poach in case we ever want to poach something. Aurology. I really don't ever use Aurology. Traveler I'll use sometimes, but not often. Asuna. We need Asuna. Thundara. We need break. Turn 1 soda. I'm not going to use it, but I'll buy it anyway, just because at this point I might as well just buy every spell I see. Or just for the sake of completion, you know. So I do want to buy some items here because we are a little bit low on our stock of stuff, and I would like to have a lot, and they're so cheap. So just buy a ton of them, and we should be good to go. I want some more Chronos Tears, and maybe some more eye drops, although soon we're going to be getting our good old remedies, so I'm not really too worried about that. Alright, we're pretty stocked up on stuff. We have so much actual gear to sell, but I'm not going to bother doing that at the moment, just because I'd rather save that for, like, when we're having a bad day and we need that extra gil, then we can go ahead and do that. Alright, you have the elfin bow, though. You know, or we'll put on the elfin bow for the sake of DPS for now. Later on, you can't even equip that pole, can you? The iron, wait, there's a spear. I thought I bought you a spear. Did I not buy, I bought you a part of, no? What did Penelo, I'm so sorry, I didn't actually buy you your weapon. I bought you the Demon's Bane thinking I was going to use that, but then I might as well just get you the Storm Spear because it's more powerful. We have the money to burn, so I'm not really too worried about it. Alright, so now let's go and set that on Penelo. And, actually, it was already equipped. Turtle Shell Choker, Rose Corsage. Rose Corsage is one of the best accessories in the game for your mages, which I don't remember who my mages are because it's been so long. Yeah, like I said, you know how I said I was gonna be busy till New Year's. Well, Happy New Year! It's now 2018, so that's kind of funny. But let's go ahead and man, Bosch cannot equip anything. I haven't gotten like any of these. I guess I'll give you the embroidered tippet. Not that you need it. I mean, everyone is pretty overleveled. I want to get some... We should do some license work while we're here. I know this takes up so much time, but it's so important that we do this, and I hate doing it off screen, just because character development in this game, you have to see how it plays out, in my opinion. I'd like to get these spells for Vaughn. Vaughn having fire is going to be a godsend. Like, it's going to be so nice coming up in this dungeon that we're about to go into. Which we will be able to actually do some more farming here. Cherry staff, okay. I would like to get, I bought a really good staff, didn't I? For whoever my black mage was, and I think this dude is my black mage. Yeah, the storm staff. I thought I had a flame staff. Do I not have a flame staff? I guess I don't. Where's my flame staff? Oh, it's right there. I just don't have one. Okay, that's fine. I was hoping I actually owned one because that would help a lot, but that's all right. We'll just we'll make do with Vaughn. We'll make do, as Tyrion would say. We'll get you poach right there. I'm not gonna bother too much with Vaughn apart from that. I just want to get like the basic necessities. And when I say basic necessities, I'm sort of just going around and seeing like, oh, this looks cool. I'll get this. Because really, as long as you get it, as long as you get all the stuff eventually, the order that you get stuff isn't all too important in my opinion. But I don't know. That's just how I play this game. I like not overthinking things in this game because nothing is really permanent. It's not like Final Fantasy 13-2. In 13-2, if you level wrongly, it like that will have an effect. Like you can level wrongly and then not have the max stats in the game. In this game, there is a way to level wrongly, but it's like it's gonna happen unless you actively try not to. It's like the way that you level up in this game, your HP increases by a random amount, and basically if you want to like have absolute max stats, you have to like reset your file until that character has like the best possible level up, and it's really tedious to do. I know Ash 10 is doing it right now. I'm not one for that. It's not really my cup of tea, but yeah, if you're interested in like seeing the absolute perfect game all the way up to like the max level stats, then you can go watch. You can go check out Zako's stuff because it's really good. If I remember, I'll put like a little card thing. I never remember that kind of stuff. Like, you know, the YouTube cards. I always say, oh, I'll slide in a card in the top upper right. It never happens. I mean, I'm just spending a ton of LP on stuff that I should not be spending on right now. Bosch will get you Asuna. They're pretty. Oh, Kiraja, that's beautiful. I'm gonna be iffy about that one right there though. I'll probably end up getting it because I think it's a battle lore. Yeah, and that's good for his Shikari. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going around. I'm not really thinking about what I'm buying. I'm just spending whatever I see, and it's fun that way. Focus. All right, that's good. I don't really care about these hand bombs right now, so I'm gonna go back up and let's get. Oh, that's for your foe breaker. I'd rather focus on your knight actually. So, oh, we never gave anyone Belias. Did I decide who I was gonna give Belias to? I don't think I ever did. If I did, I'll have to think about that. I know I probably made some decision last time, and I just, you know, that was back in 2017. I forgot everything that happened in 2017 already. It was that much of a mess. It was kind of a mess, but not really for me. I did okay personally, I think. You know, I made do with my year. Oh, alright, we'll get these great swords. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly check around. I'm checking for all the Belias slots. Alright, so what's over here for you? Horology. Nothing. Alright, so I guess Ash is going to be the one to get Belias. I still say Belias. I'm trying to say Belias because that's like the real way to say it, but I'm really bad about that. So now that we got it in one board, we also get it in the other board, which is really nice. That's why you want to check both boards as you're you're going around choosing your espers here. It's really important to choose your correct espers. Alright, there we go. Alright, just good old Pinello left. Hello, Pinello. Hello, Pinello. We'll go ahead and give you HP up, Ulan. Yeah, I really want to actually, yeah, as much HP as possible. Let's make you tanky. Just spending on a bunch of stuff. I should probably better off spending on like gear and stuff, but I just don't care. Like we're gonna get so much LP in the coming days. Like we're probably gonna max out our license boards before we reach the end of the game. Well, maybe not before. Definitely before or shortly after we finish the game, we'll definitely have maxed out both. In the meantime, we'll probably max out one of them before we beat the game, which is nice. I like that because it's a real good sense of progression. Like you've mastered a whole job, and it feels so cool to be able to have done that. In my personal opinion. Alright, I'm finding you some nice HP ups, Pinello. Swiftness, I'll take that too, though. That's even better. Alright, so we're good. We're good to go. Sorry that took so long. Hopefully it didn't take too long. Just gonna go ahead and touch this crystal here. And so now I will go show you how to do this guild farming method. I should really have my phone on me. I don't know what time it is, and I can't really check. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and check during the next cutscene, because we have one coming up. I'll just go and grab my phone or something. But anyway, in the meantime, let's go over here. We can kill stuff. Ooh, we're gonna kill stuff so much faster now because we bought like all of our weapon upgrades are there. And who is that dealing 700 damage? Is that you both here? Are you dealing 700 damage with that crossbow? You are. Oh my goodness. What a guy. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's the one that we got from War Chief Supinello, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, Lars is going to cast Vox on me, so I'm not too worried. But anyway, we just make our way down here. What I want to do, actually, I'm going to double back, because we never picked up the map in this area. And the map is actually, we can get to it from the first area. We can also go down here and pick up the map on our way to go finding the Panthers that we're going to kill. So, I want to control Ash. I love Ash. Everybody loves Ash, but I love Ash a lot. Here's the map right here, so Asher doing some pretty good. Jeez, everybody is so powerful right now. Like, we're not going to be struggling in this story for a while, probably at all. Like, I think towards like the final dungeon area of the game, enemies start hitting a lot, and you know, you just end up like out healing the amount of damage you take like all the time. But for the meantime, we're pretty set. Everyone has 1,000 HP except for Fran. Well, anyway, that's fine. We'll take care of that later. So anyway, this is Panther grinding. What you want to do, just like how I explained chaining last time, you don't want to pick up the loot right away. You want to go and pick up the loot later. Once it levels up. There you go. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So anyway, there we go. We got our first chain level. So you would do that until you get chain level 4, and then I'll show you how to respawn them. 'Cause it's pretty easy to respawn them too. I need to sip my water. Yep, just go down here. Only thing you do need to watch out for is make sure that you don't actually kill any of the other enemies, because there's like a Marlboro that'll show up that way. And if you go too far down here, you'll see the Hellhounds, and you don't want to fight the Hellhounds either, because that'll also break your chain. You want to solely restrict yourself to fighting the Panthers. So now what you do is you flee and you go back out into the Osmond Plain. So I'm going to do that really fast, and I'll show you how it works. It's really simple. You just run all the way out into the second zone. And then you go back into the Gilmore Jungle, and that's pretty much it. Like that's how you respawn them, and then you just kill these Panthers over and over again. Once you get chain level 4, see, I got chain level 3 now, so I'll start picking it up just for the hell of it. And you start picking up all this loot, and what the loot that you're after is the oh man, I didn't even realize all these petrifactions are going on. Petrifications. Wait, what is it? Gold needle? Where are my gold needles at? My gold needles? Okay. Oh my gosh, we all got gold needles. Or we're all gonna need a gold needle. That's crazy. Larsa, give yourself one too. There you go. Treat yourself to a gold needle. Yeah, so these things will drop Storm Magicite, and they're gonna drop the Coral Pelts. Storm Magicite does not sell for much. The Coral Pelts, however, sell for a ton. And if you have like a level 4 chain, you'll just start getting them like left and right, and you can like get max out to 99 in like 15 minutes, and then after that you go sell them, and that's like a free like 50,000 gil right there. So it's really nice this early on. Anyway, I don't really care about doing any more grinding right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and touch the save crystal, and be happy with that. So let's go ahead and continue the story. Talk to this Imperial. To Traveler, have you a potion on you? My friend is badly wounded. I fear that untreated he'll die. Please, just one potion. Yeah, I'll give you a potion, dude. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Thanks to you, my friend's life is saved. We're in your debt, sir. Yeah, I love the fact that there's good Imperials. Like, oh my gosh. We fled here from the Henne mines. We were attacked, you see. It was all we could do to make it this far. We'll rest here until my friend's wounds have had a chance to heal. If you like, we could lend you the use of a chocobo until then. So this is one way to get a chocobo. The other way you can get a chocobo is actually going from Jahara. But this one's free. Well, actually, your chocobo could be free if you go from Jahara as well. If you use the free one from the story that they give you. But this is also free. All it costs you is one potion, so it's basically free. And I find this one more convenient because you just take it right over here. And I think this is the first time I'm riding chocobos in this whole LP. Man, that's crazy. Let's watch him go fast. Oh, going fast, going fast, going fast. Ooh, I love it. So anyway, you want to go this way. You follow these chocobo tracks and lead you to a hidden area. Or as H.C. Bailey would say, a secret passage. Man, I miss H.C. Bailey. I know he's still around. He's still doing stuff. I just don't watch him as much as I used to. Which I feel a little bit bad about. But, you know, I'm glad he's doing well for himself. I was very happy. I watched all of his Final Fantasy XII LP. That's for sure. But, you know, he's been doing lots of games that I haven't really played. And I like watching LPs of games I kind of have played for the most part. So, that's the main reason why. But he's still awesome.
Researchers from the Draclaw laboratory. What were they doing here?
Research.
You know, that's a good one, both here. That's a good observation. Research is doing research. I think you might be a smart guy. I think. Good old Balthier, my dude. He is a smart guy. Anyway, the Chocobo's gonna kick you off once you're here. Yeah, he refuses to go any further. So you just get off, you dismount. And then after that, you just go back into this Land of the Unknown. It's the next dungeon, and it's not very long, so I'm just gonna do it in this video. Oh, but you know, I never checked the time. Let me go grab my phone. 1 second. It's right over here. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It is 9:13, and I have to stream at 10, so that's why I'm just kind of wary of the time. I need to make sure that I have enough time to actually get through this dungeon. And if it was the case where I wouldn't have had time, then I would just stopped. But I can do it. We can get through it. I don't know. It's a pretty like, I don't know. I love the music here. It's so epic. It's like randomly epic too. Like, it's not a very, like, the mood isn't extremely tense, but like, I don't know. The setting is kind of cool. And, you know, there's a bunch of Imperial soldiers that have died here, and I guess that's kind of interesting, too. It's interesting that they died. Poor Imperials. But anyway, yeah, this is the Henne Mines. I didn't pick that up. And it's a pretty fun area. It has a huge endgame area, too. If you come back later, like, we only, like, experience maybe a good third of it right now, I'd say. Let's press that switch. The good old Nintendo Switch. Yeah, you can't skip this, unfortunately, but it just opens that. And you know what's funny? How I said, oh, last time I was going to grind off screen. I'm going to be grinding again off screen in between this one and the next part too, just because there's another good grinding spot in this dungeon that's so good for experience. Your man Vaughn is going to be getting so much experience just because he's the Black Mage. Actually, let's go ahead and give you that. I know, I still haven't done these, crazy gambits. I'm so lazy about that. Let's go ahead and get both of you out of here, because you are leveled enough, my dude. And we'll get Fran in here and Penelope, because they're all the ones that need it. And now, let's go ahead and examine this and watch Vaughn just wreck everything in here, because these jellies are going to spawn, and they're all weak to fire. And so look how much damage it's going to deal. Like 1,000 each. Oh, it's so beautiful. Normally I like to have two casters, like the red mage and the black mage, if they're both casting fire, but I don't really have a red mage this LP, so that's okay. That's okay, that was just the way the dice rolled. It's not always going to be the case. You can also get some pretty good gil here too, just from like the drops, but I don't really farm them for gil. I'd rather farm the Panthers for gil. This is just really good for experience, because they give a lot of experience. I recommend coming back here later on in the game after Larsa has left the party, because then the experience isn't divided by 4, but it's divided by 3. And alright, you know what? Vaughn wasn't even, he was just wearing the iron pole. It wasn't even his black mage staff, so that he could be dealing even more damage. I wasn't even thinking about that. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna nearest visible attack. Sorry about this. I mean, I'm taking a while on these menus. I always feel bad that it take a while, like, doing menu stuff, but I don't know, it's got to get done, you know. Alright, that's better. So now Vaughn will at least attack. Actually, I should have gone fire. I hate doing fire vulnerable, because then it'll just cut, like, everything's vulnerable to fire. It needs to be fire weak. There we go. And later on I'll go, like, once I get all his gambits, I'm just going to go and do, like, every element. I'll just do, like, lightning weak, Thundara, blizzard weak, Blizzara, stuff like that. But for now, let's just rake in this fantastic experience we're getting from all these bats. I gotta talk closer to my mic. I'm not doing that very well. I'm like leaning back. Not that it's a huge deal for my microphone. It can definitely capture it, but still. I like my. I spent a little bit of money on my mic recently. I got other stuff, like I got some mic upgrades as a gift from my mom. She got me a pop filter, which is something I've needed for a while. So I hope that my peas don't pop as much anymore. That's the point of a pop filter, is to not pop the peas. You don't want to pop the peas. Anyway, so now that we've gotten the map, that's all you have to do. You just hit this gate switchboard again, and then it'll take you on to the real direction that you want to go, which is, man, I don't have to do that. I can just press this. Yeah, we just want to go this way, and it'll take us down. I'm just gonna pop on. I know I said we don't, like, I'm not in a rush, but I'm still gonna, like, put on my my double speed just in case. I hate the fact that I'm doing this, but I don't know, it's not that bad of a thing. We're getting those levels though. Man, this is just chaos with all these bats. You know what? We gotta train this party up. They're the weaker. They're the lesser leveled team right now. Ooh, we got a blood sword. That's good. Actually, I don't think blood swords are good in this game anymore. They were good in the original. Like, blood swords were awesome, if I remember right, in the original. Like, for, like, when you got it. Like, it's not like they were fantastic, but, like, at the point in which you can get a blood sword in Vanilla 12, it was really good to get one. But now it's like you get it so late that it's not really a huge deal. These bats can also drop an ice shield. An ice shield, rather. So if you see it drop an ice shield, let me know. Well, I mean, not really. If you're watching this, I'll already uploaded it, but I will keep on the lookout for sure. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really have much to talk about tonight. It's just this whole it was a long day. I had I got up early for work, and it was the first day of me going back to work since I had my trip, which was awesome, by the way. I really enjoyed my trip. I had a great time. I went to Pittsburgh, where Cody lives. I got to hang out with his brother and his family. They got me a really nice vest and a nice sweater, and man, I was just so grateful. I love this family. They're all so cool. There's a thing here you can, yeah. Oh, a gravity melt. Okay. Also, where's that next one? Right here. All right. We have a lubricator here, Mr. Vaughn. He's the lubricator. We want to make sure that he's out in the party because there are a bunch of traps here. And I'm pretty sure I've stepped on some without thinking. Because I tend to do that when I'm recording, you know. I know. I feel like I should go and explore up here because I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna miss something. Oh, just a mimic. I was gonna say it's got to be something I'd actually miss, but never mind. And who's healing you? I don't know who was healing it, or it might have just been its charge. I don't think anyone was actually healing it. Let's double back, kill these Grimoire Togales, or the Nightmares. They drop Grimoire Togales. Good old Grimoire Togales. That's such a weird name for an item. I always thought so, because I have no idea what a Grimoire Togale is. It's a book, if it's a Grimoire, but like, what's a Togale? Is that the name of it, or what? Anyway, doesn't really matter. Oh, just moving on here, but yeah, like I was saying, the trip was a lot of fun. Ooh, a Bone Crusher. Ash, that's really good for you. Once we can, right? Because, isn't a Bone Crusher? Wait, am I... a Bone Crusher? No, Bone Crusher's a skill, not a hammer. It's a technique. Alright, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry, guys. There's me, like, you know, the person who supposedly knows a lot about this game, can't even remember the name of a weapon. Or a technique, rather. That's fine. Just, don't let them know that you actually don't know that much about Final Fantasy 12. I'm just kidding. I do know a lot. I just don't like... I think people like overestimate how much I know about this game. I don't actually know too much. I just kind of know what I know from playing it all the time. You know, if you want to know someone who really knows a lot about this game, then you talk to FF12GM, or you talk to Zako, Ash 10 rather, because they know a lot more than I ever will about this game. Let me tell you. What you want to do is you want to... Okay, we can go that way. But that's not actually why. We don't want to go there just yet. We want to go down here and flip the switch. Good old Nintendo Switch. Yeah, we fight dinosaurs in here. Remember when they were hard to kill, the wild saurian egg? Well, now we fight the Tyrannosaurus, and they are easier to kill. That's good. Ooh, a princess kiss. That's something I gotta get used to. I'm not... that's locked. I do go around. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not stinking. Not thinking about this whole ordeal. You know, and also I could just check the time by doing this and seeing that it's 9:20. I don't know why I didn't do that. Like, I just could have done that. I don't know why I had to go and reach for my phone. Because I forget this game is on my PS4. I keep thinking I'm actually playing a PS2. But this is the HD remaster, after all. After all. So yeah, you just go around here. And you kind of have to circle around. But when you come down here, then you can... find the entrance to that gate that I was trying to get through was locked. You'll see in a second what I mean. Just bear with me. Going on down here. Yeah, so I'm gonna be streaming in about 40 minutes. I think I'm just gonna do Final Fantasy 14 stuff, but it's gonna be really chill, just because I'm already like all talked out. Like I don't know if you can tell today, but I don't have that much to talk about right now. And yet here I am still recording because I like doing it. It's a lot of fun. I hope that no one's disappointing. Like, I always worry that maybe someone's like, that's Storm Staff, by the way. Yes, I'm always worried that like someone's like, oh, he's not really like talking about something interesting today. He's just kind of rambling on. It's not as like good as it usually is, but I don't know. At the same time, I guess that's kind of how I am perpetually when I'm recording. That's something that's always been in the back of my head ever since I started LPing. It's like I'm so self-conscious about what I talk about, and I have to realize that nobody cares. And that's the most comforting thing to think about, though. Like, just think that nobody cares about what you're doing, and then when people do care, it's a pleasant surprise. I mean, I care, of course. I'm sure if like you're actually like here listening to what I'm saying right now, and just, you know, actually watching it and saying, hey, I care, well, then I appreciate that. But that's kind of the mindset you have to do when you're going into something creative like this. Oh my god, we're all confused. I don't care. Nobody cares. We have Fran healing us up. We're all good. Yeah, you have to go into that mindset of nobody cares, because then you have that freedom to sort of do whatever you need to do. Man, I cannot wait. I wish I had a flame staff. Yeah, so if you go into something thinking that no one's gonna care, it's like you're free to do whatever you want, because you don't have to please anybody. You can just, like, you know, like do whatever you're doing for you. And I like that mindset a lot. Maybe it's a little bit unhealthy for some people, but in my opinion, I think it's pretty nice, because I can not really worry about what other people think. I can just record these episodes, even though I know people may not like it, and that's fine. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, look at that tail. That dinosaur tail. Man, we're just cruising through this dungeon so quickly. I know I've been on double speed this whole time, and that's like a big factor as to why we're getting it through it so fast. And I feel bad, because it's such a, like, this is a really memorable dungeon to me, like just the music and everything, and we're just zooming through. But it's also not really that long. Okay, someone is healing it. I think it's Penelo. Penelo's the one healing it. But she's not dealing enough DPS to actually outweigh the damage that we're doing. So I'm not gonna bother taking out her weapon. She can just sit there and deal with the fact that she's healing the Mimic with her same element or whatever. But anyway, you come back around here, and then you go over here, and that's it. That's the dungeon. That's the Henne Mines, the story version anyway. Got a nice cutscene, and then we'll end it off for today.
Look at the Magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu. Of course, Draklor must be searching for new sources of ore. Should the Resistance forces move, the rich veins of Magicite and Mjrn will be forever beyond their grasp.
Is it her? What is this mist? Mjrn. The stench of fumes. The stench of power. What's wrong with her? Stay away! Power-needy Hume!
Alright. Whoa, excuse me. Alright. As I was about to say before my throat so rudely interrupted me, here we are at the end of this episode. I'm gonna go get myself some tea and water, because I think I really need it. And hopefully I'm a little bit more talkative in the next episode. Sorry I wasn't as talkative today. I was just really rambly. Like, rambly because I need to fill the space. I need to fill that void, you know? But anyway, we'll save our game. And we have a boss fight in the next part. And it's a really fun boss. Pretty easy, but it can be hard if you don't know what you're doing. I have a story about that boss too. Oh man, so many stories I can't wait to tell about Final Fantasy XII. Or just my past experiences with it, really. Alright, where should I save? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll save here on the Mjrn file, because I think that was, I don't need that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't my older file. I hope it wasn't. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next part. Happy 2018, and if you're starting school up again, best of luck in school. If you're back at work, best of luck at work. See you soon. Later.